Work. My face is red. I have to get some sun tomorrow. Make sure I get out and work in here. I'll have to probably shave up tonight and see if we slide. There's lots of birds around there, cute. I put bird feed in the bird feeders and bird bath, filled with the bird baths last night, and there was a difference. I got lots of birds around today. They're all about, and I tell them, be careful, there are cats about. And sitting there, John Fogerty's full of shit, man. All the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Half of them are happy, the other half are getting eaten. I don't know if they're too happy to be food, but it happens. But you got human beings, and for some reason they think they're animals. And you're like, why the fuck do you think you're an animal? Why do you want to be an animal? What the hell's wrong with you? I want to be the top carnivore. I want to be the top predator. I want to be the top herbivore. Okay, how about just be a good human being? No one will remember me. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'll see you. I think I heard his whisper in my baby's newborn tears. It's just what I could have told him in the living years. So I had to go up here and I gotta put those in along here and then bring those back along this way, because we can't have them on the tree because they're gonna shake the tree and it's just not gonna work. So yeah, in the wood pile. And then over here, I ran around, I put them in the tree like I did the other side, and I tell myself, no, Earl. So I gotta take those down off the tree and put them up the side of the wall there. So we gotta do that before the guys harvest. So we gotta get that taken care of. I just wasn't thinking. You think I was thinking? I wasn't thinking. So, I went and said, oh shit, no, you can't do that. Lots of people do that in their trees, but they don't have pecan trees with, right? So, they just can't be done. So, had to rethink it. So, I had to take the panels and put them in I may have to adjust that one. We'll see how it works. But I put it, because there was a tree in the way, so I put it up a little bit higher, but I put those ones directly into the sunlight. We'll see how it works. I may adjust it, because I don't think that shade from that tree is going to block the sunlight to go into that panel. And then so we'll I did the same like I did up there. And then so now they're not going to be up under the roof, and now I gotta put new bulb covers on there, because some got warped from the heat up there on the roof. And so, but I've got the one line that went bad, and I've got plenty of extra bulbs and parts and stuff, so I'll knock that out. And so, fuck. Got work to do. Place is looking nice though. Got it all done. See, the wood pile's all cleared up. We got the 2 tree relaxation table here. Got the pickleball court right here, which is also going to be turned. I'm gonna have to get the basketball hoop out, set it down here again, and do a college 3-point line from there to there to there, and from there to there to there, so people can practice their college 3-pointer. This red spot right here where we put the hoop is the foul line, 15 feet, so you can shoot free throws here. So you can bring it out, put it to 10 foot, and do your actual on-the-job training. In there, it's just exercise. 9'6", have fun. Just get the ball in the hoop. Just exercise. That's all it is exercise to me. It's just fun. And I shoot better out here at the 10-footer than I do in the 9.5-footer. Because there's a roof in there. You have to shoot a little flatter. You have to watch her. It's blocked by Lacey or Jeff Smith. And out here, man, there's nobody to block it unless you hit a tree. So you can draw rain, man. You can be Freddie Brown, downtown Freddie Brown, the Rain Man. Yeah. So you could. So they used to call Freddie Brown, University of Iowa, yeah. Seattle Supersonics. His he had a young man in his family that played University of Washington or something like that, and then Slick Watts had a couple that played at Washington State, I guess, yeah. Well, Slick Watts' grandkids or something like that. You guys remember Slick Watts? No, God, I'm old. Okay. A lot of Supersonic fans out there. Maybe in the Great Northwest. Yeah, Fred Brown, Slick Watts, DJ and Gus. Well, everybody remembers them because, you know, up there, because that was the year the Sonics won the championship. Maybe somebody got busy in the bushes at a IHOP in Seattle that year later, right? Crazy people. Yeah, they do crazy shit, man. I think it's because life is crazy. Because people, you know, they think they're animals. Just like, you're not an animal, you're a human being. Well, you should really read. Well, it's hard to read the Quran. It is. It's hard to read the Quran. And it's hard to read the Bible. And they're both almost mystic and otherworldly. But that's how it's intended to be by the authors. Okay? And then when you meet the people that are the essence or the source of the books, they're not mystic and otherworldly. They're pretty much, why the fuck are you doing that? Why does that make any sense? Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Nothing mystic or otherworldly about that. Okay? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Human beings understand these natural laws. Animals do not. Okay? Animals eat and die. Happy? You know, they can get real happy when they're not being eaten. When they're eating, they're happy. When they're not being eaten, when they're being eaten, they're not happy. Kind of like human beings, right? But human beings, you can live to be 150 years old. Okay? Thanking God for the food and not getting eaten, especially by your fucking Donner Party neighbors, right? Son of a bitch. And you can, you know, you can harvest organs there and live to be forever. You're like, okay, guys, okay. Did you hear that? Okay. That's your president's business partner. Which one? Take a pick. They're all in the same business, right? And you're like sitting there looking at it going, people, you're not like Jesus. Oh, and you are. Let's vote for president. He's going to harvest our kids' organs. He's going to sell them to the highest bidder. Okay, forget that and trespass level 1, 2. You're not like Jesus. I am so glad I'm not like the God in your head, you asshole. Go vote for president. Have your grandchildren's organs be assigned to the highest bidder at the DMV. How do you think David Rockefeller had 7 fucking heart transplants? Because you vote for president instead of elect to live the Lord's Prayer. I don't care if you hate what I say. I hate what you say. Okay? But I can back it up. You can't. Okay? I can back up, I hate what you say. I despise what comes out of your mouth. You can't. You hear what I say and say, you think you're God. No, you do, asshole. I believe me and Jesus are the same spirit. That we are just alike. That we will get up and do the same thing, given disgusting conditions. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal, faithful peace. Go back to Psalms and Proverbs to begin. Genesis all over again. It's not a fucking car. Fucking assholes. They are. They're arrogant, pretentious, disgusting, vile, insidious, vicious assholes. Sonia Sen was in there telling me about it. Did you get you gonna? I think he's dead, bud. I think that you killed the lizard. He did kill the lizard. Yeah, he's dead. You got him. Okay. It's like, see? John Fogerty's full of shit, man. All the happy creatures dancing a lot. That lizard ain't happy no more. Yeah, it looks green too. You think it's a gecko? You think government employees, insurance companies got ate by Sylvester? Chase birds, catch lizards, and eat lizards? Happy creatures dancing on the lawn. I told you guys to be careful. There are cats out here. Talking to the lizard pile. Guys, be careful. Yeah, lizards, they're funny. I like them. They eat all my bugs, you know. Stuff. My cat, I like my cat too. He's a good cat. He eats all the mice that get in my shit and shit in my shit and do my... Okay, I'm gonna go plug this back in and get to work. Bring the ladder over and we'll put our little stuff in place and hook them all up. And me and Dad like it. It gives it a Christmassy type of festive look year round, and it doesn't, there's no energy to be able to do it. It's straight sun. So once you pay the $40 for the home and garden things, and you have to be smart though. You gotta put the things where they get good sunlight, and then you gotta hang the stuff where it's not in direct light, because this is New Mexico and the sun will melt your plastic things. So you have to see how I put them underneath the drain there thing, so they don't get in direct sunlight and they don't melt. And that's what I have to do over here too. See, this is right here and it's in the shade, and they're going to be right under here, and they're never in real heavy direct sunlight over here, so they won't melt. Same with over there. So you can't have them like the ones in the patio. You put them in direct sunlight, but they get baked and they melt, and it's just, no, it's not a good, I'm sure you could make some out of, Blondie. In between a heart of glass. You can make some out of glass, and they would do better in sunlight, so it's tangible. You just have to be more careful with them, and you'd have to arrange them in a way that they wouldn't hang so loosely. But you could do solar with glass. I'm sure they do. I'm sure all those lights that they put in the city of El Paso and Las Cruces have the solar panels on top that's glass and not plastic. Okay, certainly. Well, yeah, taxpayer dollars, son of a bitch, right? Fucking assholes. I'm okay, Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I know exactly, he was sitting there telling me today, Sun Yat-sen and Suzuki, so yeah, these people are vicious. They have no intention on stopping. They will not stop. They want to win. They want to be the best. They will fight to be the best. They will always fight to win. They always want to win. It's like, and you don't know. No, I can win like 9 times out of 10, but I just let the Wookiee win. Yeah, it's like it's the Grand Chahi's birthday. And then this little thing, you're cocky, arrogant. No, seriously, they explain shit to me, and I sit there and go, okay, but they did it to me right off. I don't know why they're still doing it. Unless they're being mean to each other and trying to get the technology to kill the other scientist. Because I'm like, they told me right off the bat, well, you're wrong because you're doing it this way. And it's like, that son of a bitch. No, I'm not a son of a bitch. It's just, look, you're doing this, and here's your objective, and that's not going to attain the objective. And that's what I would always tell them when they would do something. Here's their science project. Okay, but that's bad, Wookiee. Okay, come here, Wookiee. Hey, oh, look, it's Ewoks. And you sit there and you walk them through it, and then they... Does he have arms of steel? Does he have Kryptonian stem cells? Are they that's an invention from somebody's imagination who wants to be better than the Messiah. It's like, you can be as good as the Messiah. Wow, but you're not him, so you're pissed, right? Why are you pissed? The Messiah's life is miserable because of assholes like you until you accept his faithful love. Yeah. Then no one's pissed. They're always pissed. Here's why, pissed. Like Kate Blanchett's character on The Missing. She's pissed. Now you pissed her off. They always look pissed off. Yeah, they do. Me? No, I smile a lot. You don't want to piss. No, people, you don't want to piss me off. You don't want to attack the guy that billions of people are praying to for guidance of faithful love and understanding and humility and courage and kindness, and keep trying to piss him off to turn him into a murdering monster to prove that, I told you he's just as bad as I am. Okay, but if the technology kills you, it's because you were raping my daughters for money. Okay? Yeah. The technology kills me, it's because you were killing me so you could keep raping my daughters for money. There's a huge difference between that. Yeah. There's a ginormous distance between Nikita Khrushchev, Joseph Stalin, and Haile Selassie, and let's be fair, Nikolai Lenin. Okay? Nikolai was a protector of the poor people, just like Sun Yat-sen. Okay, let's be fair. Let's not sit there and say the Kennedys, so forth and everything, because for every Kennedy, there's a Lyndon Baines Johnson and a Richard Milhouse Nixon found ways to make money off people killing people with the medical industry. Ooh, I like that, right? So let's be fair. Let's spread the wealth. Okay? Let's DTR Suzuki and our Mogan cycles, right? Okay, guys. I love you, man. Let's go load this up, and I got to get my work done. Peace out.